Well, first of all, for the kumbunji, it's usually around sort of stagnant, permanent water or very slow moving water. Not being prepared with scissors or anything, I just use my thumbnail. Had an auntie who used to go mad at me all the time. She would say, "Debbie, your nails are jewels, not tools." But no, they come in handy. All right, so we might just take those up and get out of this mud and make some cordage. So to harvest, you want to get nice new leaves from the inner part and just pull. Sometimes it'll give way, sometimes it won't. If it won't, it doesn't want you to have it. Yeah, there we go, that's a good one. So I always allow the plant to tell me what I can have and what I can't have. If it doesn't want to give way, then it's a no. And again, I'm not removing the plant, I'm not cutting or damaging the plant, it'll still grow back. Yeah. And I'll only take what I need. I'll leave that little baby one there, he can stay. All right, I think that's all that I need. So I've got some leaves here that I harvested a couple of days ago, and it's easier to use it when it's not so fresh because it can be quite jelly, and you want it to dry a little bit but not too much, because if it gets too dry it becomes brittle. If for some reason you've got some that is too dry, you can actually just soak it. If ever I've picked some and I've got some left over, I'll just tie it up in a bunch and hang it in a cool, dry place. It will get stiff like this, which is not great, but if you just wrap it in a wet towel, then it'll soften up and you'll be able to use it again. First of all, just pick the leaf. I like to have it that it's been harvested a couple of days ago. It's started to dry, you can see it started to wither. After it's dried a little bit, it's quite good to split. So to make your cordage, first of all, you want to split the leaf. So I just use my fingernail, run it across there and down there. Split it with my finger. You can use a little knife if you like, but I've always got my fingernails with me, so it saves having to worry about bringing tools along. When you're making cordage, it's actually better to have lots of thin pieces than try to make it with fewer thick pieces. That's pretty good. This one's quite thick, and you can see the structure of the fibre inside, so sometimes if it's quite thick you can break that into two halves, so split the thickness. And run that down. And sometimes what I like to do is just run my fingernail along there and just break up that a little bit, softens it, makes it a little bit more flexible. Okay, so to make your cordage, select how many pieces of your split fibre that you want to use. So lay them all together. And I'm going to fold it approximately in half. Doesn't matter if they're exactly halfway or even lengths. I'm just going to fold it approximately in half. It's actually better if all these ends don't finish at the same time. So give it a slight twist, turn it over, pull it through. It's a simple knot. You can keep a little bit of a loop there because that'll come in handy later if you want to tie into it or whatever. So they're both coming from my left hand down to the right side of my body. So I'm going to get strand 1, which is furthest away from my body, and twist it between my thumb and forefinger away from me. Maybe twist it twice. Then I'm going to drag strand 2 underneath and strand 1 goes over the top. And then hold it with your thumb and forefinger in position. Again, the top one, which was strand 2, twist it away from your body. And then over the top. Hold it with your thumb and forefinger just to hold it in place. Twist away and over. Twist away and over. So twist away from your body. You can use your middle finger to drag the other strand underneath, and the strand that you've just twisted goes over. So twist away and over. Twist away and over. So you can just keep doing that for as long as you like, or until you run out of thread or out of fibre. But I'll show you next how to add to it so that you can make cordage as long as you choose. So I'm going to quickly just and you do have to keep splitting it up here because they will start to tangle a little bit. So over. So always twisting away from your body and passing it towards yourself over the top. Away and over. Away and over. Away and over. So I want to add a little bit more thickness, and I've got a couple of pieces that are getting a bit short, so I want to add some more fibre into it. Now this is your strand 1 and strand 2. Holding it in place there, I'm going to find almost halfway of this new strand and put it right up there into the join and hold on to it. Now, using the same method that you did before, twist over, away and over, away and over, away and over. That same process. But now you can barely see, you can only see because it's added thickness to it, where I've added the join. And you can keep going. So if you wanted to add feathers into it, you can do that too. So I've made a little bit of cordage there. So just doing exactly the same as we did with our new thread, just put that in there and twist and over. Now I'm going to get another feather. See, there's always 2 stems in the feathers. It's interesting. Put that in there. Twist and over. Twist and over. And you get this nice, soft, sort of looking cordage. You can actually leave parts hanging out if you prefer to have some feathers that are a bit loose. It's quite nicely embedded into the cordage now. So that could be nice for, you know, like headdresses, or maybe I've made little wristbands for children using the emu feathers like that. Or even if you're making a dilly bag, you can do something like this around the rim of your bag, or even over the straps or the handles of your bag. So, have fun.